Good morning, dear students. Welcome back today's class. In this today's class, we are discussing about the life cycle of malaria. Dear students, you must be remember it's very important concept for examination corner. Why means it must be asked for the 5 marks question. In this human health and disease chapter, you are having two life cycles. One is that life cycle of malaria, another one is that life cycle of HIV. Let us, today's class, we are discussing about the life cycle of malaria. You know that the malaria causative agent is Plasmodium vivax. It will be infected by the female Anopheles mosquitoes. This female Anopheles mosquito acts as a mechanical carrier. Means it gets that Plasmodium vivax into the human body. Let us start. What is this cycle? How this cycle will be start? So this cycle almost having the two conditions because this malarial parasite it is in digenic in nature. Nothing but Plasmodium vivax it completed its life cycle in two hosts. If it is completed life cycle in two hosts, then it is called as a digenic. If it is completed life cycle in one host, it is called as a monogenic conditions. Due to that reasons, this Plasmodium vivax, it has the two hosts. The first primary host is the human and secondary host is the mosquito. So, if we are considered as a history, this transmitted malarial cycle discovered by the Ronald Ross. That's why it is also called as a Ross cycle. So, in the year of 1897, this Ronald Ross discovered this Plasmodium vivax species in gorilla. This is the primary in 10,000 years ago. In gorillas, the first, because gorillas are also coming under the mammalian class, we are also in that way. So there is the evolutionary period, you know that, from the apes to chimpanzee, chimpanzee to gorilla like that. So in this way, the Laverian's gorilla, Laverian place it is, in gorillas, the first time, this how this malaria will be transmitted. That cycle will be discovered by the scientist Ronald Ross in the year of 1897. So then let us start the cycle of this one. The life cycle of malaria, this complete part is happens in the human beings and this part is happens in the mosquito body. Then come how it will be started. When it begins, the malarial infection begins when infected mosquito bites a human being. When this mosquito bites to the human being, then it injected a infectious form. That infectious form is called as a sporozoite. So this sporozoite form nothing but a Plasmodium vivax. When this mosquito bites, that female Anopheles mosquito bites to a human beings, it injected a Plasmodium vivax into our body. Then immediately within a half an hour, this sporozoite stage of Plasmodium enters into the largest organ of our body that is called as a liver. In the liver, sporozoites reach the liver through the blood. Through the blood, within a half an hour, it is enter into the liver. In the liver, the cells of the liver are called as a hepatocytes. In that hepatocytes, these infectious form will be enter. After enter, you must be remember, dear students, in the liver, this sporozoites will be live 7 to 10 days maximum. 7 to 10 days they must be stored in the liver up to their development. Then they undergoes asexually reproduction. Means the parasites reproduces asexually in liver cells, bursting the liver cell and released into the blood. After those parasites enter into the liver cells, they must be stay up to 7 to 10 days. And immediately their reproduction is going on. Which type of the reproduction? Asexual reproduction. Then continue growing in the cells. Then the cell of the liver is become busted. Immediately these sporozoite cells will be coming out from the liver cells. But there is no any symptoms will be occurs up to the busting of the liver cells. What happen means, when these sporozoites enter into the another main important, that is called as a bloodstream. In the bloodstream there is the presence of the erythrocyte cells. So after that erythrocyte cells, their also goes to the reproduction process. When it goes to the reproduction process, then that erythrocyte cells also become busted. Due to that condition, when it is busted, and another one thing I am going to tell you, after the release of these sporozoite cells, there is the formation of the which type of the cells? Daughter cells of sporozoites. Daughter cells of sporozoites. These cells are called the word merozoites. These merozoites are amoeboid shaped cell. That is called as a C-joint shape, because you know that already the sporozoite like this stage is there, that infectious form. This infectious form is become as a C-joint stage like this. This shape it becomes. This shape of the sporozoite stage is called as a merozoites. Merozoites are nothing but a daughter cells of the sporozoites. You must remember, when the merozoites are converted after the bursting of liver cells. After the bursting of liver cells, these sporozoites are converted as a merozoites. Then these merozoites enter into the RBC cells. That's I call as a erythrocyte. Same process. These are also undergoing the multiplication. The continued multiplication, these cells invading the RBCs. The RBCs then it become a bust. Then these cells enter into the blood. Then this blood circulated all over the body. And you must be remember, the main important concept is here only. In this time, when these merozoite cells burst the RBCs, that time these cells releases the toxic substance into the blood. That toxic substance is called as a hemozoid. Remember this chemical compound. This chemical compound, when it releases into the blood, then dear students, we are suffering from the symptoms. Those symptoms are nothing but a chills, fever, and it becomes the high fever, and also it causes the malaria. That time only we are started. This is recurring every 3 to 4 days. When we are getting the symptoms like a fever or chills, if you going to take as a antibiotic drugs, as a chloroquine, like that examples are there, paracetamol, chloroquines, many other drugs are there. When we take, it must be recovered within 3 days. If suppose the cycle still is going to take place, means again after the 3 to 4 days, again the chills and fever will be started. If it is started like that, then you must be remember this parasite still in our body. That time we are suffering from this type of the one disease that is called as a malaria. So that's it. 3 to 4 days if it is occurs, then the problem will be arises in the body due to this disease. Okay. Then come these merozoites again undergoing to the multiplication form, and they converted as a gametocytes. The almost the malarial parasite or any parasite, they are having a two type of the lives. One sporozoites to gametocytes, gametocytes to sporozoites, like that. If it is like that, means it is called as a diagenic life cycle conditions. Okay, first sporozoite stage formed, then it is formed as a gametocyte. When gametocytes form, then that cycle is called as a sexual cycle. The sporozoites are nothing but asexual. The gametocytes are formed, means there are two types of the gametocytes are formed. One is that female gamete, another one is that male gamete. Then the female gametes, merozoites, immediately bite to the another person, because already it is infected, it has the merozoites. Then it bites to the another person, then again it cycle will be repeated. When it bites to the another person, the cycle again it will be repeated like this. The sporozoite will start. This sporozoites enter into the liver cells, where it is stored up to the 7 to 10 days. Then there is no symptoms will be formed. After it is entered into the, after the bursting of the cells of the liver cells, these are become as a merozoites. Merozoites are nothing but a daughter cells. Then these are look like as a amoeboid shape. Then these cells are enter into the other parts of the body, other organs, like a heart you can take, as a lungs, capillaries. There they are stay, and there is the follicles are ruptured. Again they are releases into the blood meal. In the blood there is the presence of RBCs. When in the RBCs multiplication will be started. That multiplication, due to that multiplication, the RBC cell become burst. When it is burst, the toxic compound releases into the blood. What is that toxic compound? Hemozoid. That time what we are having? We are having a symptoms. The fever and other symptoms we are getting. So this is the idea about the asexual cycle which is takes place in the human host. Then that merozoites converted as a gametocytes, and it undergo to the sexual reproduction. When it goes to the sexual reproduction, it has the two gametes. One is that male, another one female gamete. Then female gamete immediately bite to the another person, because it wants to reproduce, it wants to blood. When it is going to take the blood, it undergoes the reproduction of its nourishment of the youngs. Due to that reasons, the female Anopheles mosquito immediately rapidly bite to the human beings, because they are having a odor receptor cells more than the male mosquitoes. So due to that reasons, these female mosquito takes up gametocytes with blood meal. So gametocytes with blood meal, this takes these female mosquitoes. Again they are started to the fertilization and development in mosquito. Then these merozoites again enter into the mosquito's body. Then there only they starts the fertilization and development, which is grow in the mosquito body. So this type of cycle we call as a sexual cycle. Then finally these merozoite stays as they coming into the mosquito body in the form of salivary glands. They are coming into the salivary glands of the mosquito. When that mosquito bites to the another person, then you only tell me what it injected. It injected those sporozoite states into that person, another person. Then again the cycle will be repeated. So this cycle is almost a very easiest cycle. So in this cycles you must remember how this mosquito bite and sporozoite when it is converted as a merozoite, and merozoite how it undergoes the reproduction to form a two gametes, and in that the female Anopheles mosquito takes the merozoites, that gametocyte stage, and that in the follicles of the mosquitoes, that is we call it is a oocyst in the female body. In that these merozoites again starts to development, growing. After the growing, they reaches to the Saravali gland of the mosquito. When that mosquito bites, in the saliva what is present? These parasites. Then these sporozoites or parasites enter into the another human being. When it starts to bite it, then again same cycle will be repeated. So this is the idea of the life cycle of malaria. Dear students, in this life cycle you must be remember what is summarized point. The summarized point, first one is that the Ronald Ross, the scientist, discovered the method of transmission of this mosquito. Nothing but that Plasmodium vivax. Okay. Next, in the 1897, that's you must remember, it asked for in the CET. After that one, when it bites, first which organ it reaches? Okay, simple. When it bites to us, it reaches to the liver. In the liver, it starts to almost it present 7 to 10 days, and it starts to multiplication and growing. Due to that multiplication, the rival cells called as a hepatocyte cells bursted. After bursted, these multiplicated, there is thousands of sporozoites are formed. They are released into the other organs like a heart to the lungs to the lungs capillary, where they settle it. After they are formed as the season shaped cells. Those are called as a daughter cells. And they know about daughter cells are nothing but a merozoites. When these merozoites releases, again they are enter into the RBCs. In the RBCs, erythrocyte cells, again merozoites are undergoes asexual reproduction. In the asexual reproduction, these also undergoes reproduction, continue grow. After growing, these burst the RBC cells. Here only important point. When bursting of the RBC cells takes place, then there is releasing of the one toxic chemical compound that is called as a hemojoin. When hemojoin releases in our body in blood, then we are suffering from the symptoms. This is the concept of asexual cycle. Then the sexual cycle will be takes place in the mosquitoes. This is one important. Where the sexual cycle, malarial parasite sexual cycle takes place in mosquito or human beings. In mosquito, why means these merozoites are converted as a gametocytes. Again undergoes the reproduction process. Gametocytes has the two gametes, female gamete, male gamete. Due to the odor receptor cells, this female gamete immediately suck the blood meal of that infected person. Then these merozoites of infected person enter into the mosquito's body. Then it reaches to the oocyst. In the oocyst, there is the further development takes place. Fertilization and development takes place. After that, they are coming into the salivary gland of the mosquito, where they stored. Then they bite to the another infected person. Another person. Then this sporozoites enter into that person body. Then again cycle will be started. This is overall summarized part of this life cycle. Okay. So you must remember the concept easy representation is very easy if once you know about the diagrammatic representation. And liver cells are become bursted, merozoites are releases in the RBC also become bursted. In that one merozoites enter become as a gametocytes become as a two gametes, male gamete, female gametes taken by the mosquitoes. In the mosquito body it is enter into the oocyst and salivary gland, again it will be bited and start. So this is the concept. So today's concept, this much only in the life cycle of malaria. So I must remember and one thing, this is asked for as a long type question. Okay. So I thought you got the ideas of this life cycle of malaria. So in next video we can go about the immunity concept. Okay dear students, thank you.